Capital in Cloud EPM planning helps you plan and evaluate the long-term impacts of capital investments on your financial plans. With Capital, you can assess how new investments, existing assets, leased assets, and intangible assets affect profit, cash flow, funding, and financial statements. Capital provides predefined content, including forms, calculations, dashboards, drivers, and KPIs, so you can start with a best practice framework and adapt it to your business. The capital planning tasks available in your application depend on the features your administrator enabled. The Investments Overview dashboard gives you a summary of planned capital expenditures and their impact on financial statements. Use the interactive dashboard to compare investment plans and identify areas that need review. On the New Asset Planning tab, you can enter capital investments or assets by asset class and project. Use the Actions menu to add a new asset and enter the details needed for planning. You can also manage new assets acquired or leased from projects, including assets with cash flow, funding, or expense assumptions that differ from the asset class defaults. Capital lets you monitor capital work in progress and manage assets acquired or leased from project expenses. After you identify the investments to plan, assumptions help determine how those assets affect your financial plan over time. Capital uses assumptions to calculate asset-related expenses, depreciation or amortization, cash flow, and funding. For each asset class, you can define the useful life in years, depreciation or amortization method, and convention. You can also set funding assumptions, such as cash flow incidence, funding options, and staggered cash flow or funding values. For asset-related expenses, you can define drivers such as taxes, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. Capital also helps you manage assets that are already part of your business. You can monitor transfers and retirements of existing assets, manage funding and asset-related expense drivers, and track improvements to plan expenses for high-value assets. With intangibles, you can plan new and existing intangible assets, such as leasehold improvements, software rights, and goodwill, and manage the assumptions and drivers used to calculate their financial impact. Once all asset plans are in place, use analysis to review how capital purchases and asset-related expenses affect the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. On the Financial Statements tab, review balance sheet, cash flow, and profit and loss impact in one place. Use Capital to plan asset investments, review their financial impact, and make informed capital spending decisions. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.